you're going to shoot 5 balls, right? And it's not speed, it's what's your form. And then after you shoot your 5, you're going to replace him and take 5. All right, go ahead. So they've done their form, backboard against the wall. They don't have to shoot the rim because they get confused. If the ball doesn't go in, they lose confidence in their own stroke. This is not about speed. I would like them to see the ball go in the basket. They take 5 shots so that they have warmed up. If we're going to warm up dribbling and we're going to warm up with the layup, then let's warm up with the shooting. And I would just suggest, because I'll raise my hand, I'll tell you I am the most guilty. We don't practice shooting enough. In none of our practices do we practice shooting enough because we make an assumption. We say, well, they're going to shoot before practice. But how many would join me and say, when you walk out and you see that, doesn't it drive you crazy? It drives you absolute crazy. It's back to that waste of time. I would rather they sit on the side than go out and what they think is warming up. It's not. It's really not, and they're not working their game. Okay, so now these guys have warmed up. So here's what I'm going to ask you. The guys who are shooting, go to your game spot. Where do you get your most shots? You looked over at the bench. You don't play much or what? I'm an observer of people. He looked right over at the bench. He looked for his sub. All right, I'm going over. I'm going to take my game shot. I hope he makes them. No, really, he says, I hope he misses so I can get in the game. All right? Now listen, you're going to do the exact same thing, but you're going to stay on your spot until you've made 5. You are competing only against yourself. And you're competing only against yourself. All right, go ahead. What's their game spot? What do they think your offense is going to give them? Are you a fast break team? So maybe a guy's going to take the ball out here and drive it down and say, you know what, I'm supposed to shoot from this wing. Hold a second before you shoot yours. How many did you make? 5? All right, now, here's a question that I would ask them. You were 5 for what?
6.
What were you? 5 for 8. Okay. For them just to shoot in any of our, how'd you shoot? You ever think about when you end practice, saying to a guy or a lady, how'd you shoot? How'd you shoot today? Oh yeah, I was red hot today, coach. Okay?